Marbury finding inside Taylor. Back out Crawford. Pass to himself. Oh!
Crawford going behind the back. Crawford.
Ball. Now here's Crawford the other way.
Great ball.
Between the veteran's leg. Oh, I don't know if that was a planned thing. That was one basketball. Screen promoter. Defender goes down. Basket push. Crawford on the right wing. Stops on the right elbow. Behind the back with a dribble. To the window and in.
Atlanta. Shot clock at 4. Crawford for 3. Got it!
Joel Anthony is an outstanding shot blocker and screener.
Came out of there strong. Ahead for Crawford. Jamal. Leader. Wow. Back to Crawford. Jamal, a runner off the corner.
Hung away the corner. Crawford for the win. Got it!
Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas trying to crit.
What's up, YouTubers? I'm back in the video. Go to big body bangers 23 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You're on the road to 6K. You know what I'm saying? Today, I am the build dealer on your local corner, and I'll catch up with this Jamal Crawford. Yes, sir. Requested here today. I had a good time with this build as always. You know, they put Jamal Crawford back in the game. You know, he wasn't in the game last year. If y'all don't know, I play now online a lot. So like I noticed when the rosters changed, like this year, Marc Gasol is not in the game. You know, he wasn't on their Grizzlies roster. I don't get why 2K takes people off their roster at times, but it is what it is. So therefore, you know, here he is today. Happy that he is back in the game and happy that y'all requested it because this is definitely a great build to make. So without further ado, let's get right into the aspects that I use for this Jamal Crawford video. All right, so as you see, he's a shooting guard, number 11. I made him 6'5", 195 pounds with a 6'10" wingspan and a solid body shape. This is all accurate as possible. Remember, I try to keep my dimensions as accurate as possible. So here you go today. You know, with the build, you know, it's not a Jamal Crawford build if it's like 6'7", 250 pounds. You know, this is not Zion, you feel me? But you see right here with finishing, I got 84 finishing, or 84 close shot, 90 driving layup, put his poster up to a 49, and then I'm going to put his driving dunk up to a 63 just to be... Yeah, 63 just to be able to get 16 finishing badges. I had to make sure I ain't mess up. But yeah, 63 just to get 16 finishing badges. Then put his three-point shot up to an 85 and his mid-range shot up to an 85. You want his ball handling up to a 92. You want his speed ball up to an 85. And then you want his pass accuracy up at a 70. Now for defense, Jamal Crawford was not really known for defense, but he did average like a steal a game each year of his career. So you want a 70 perimeter defense, a 70 steal, and a 50 interior defense. Then you want an 80 speed, 80 acceleration, 70 vertical, and 95 stamina. And with the rest of these points, you honestly could put all of them toward free throw. So once again, let me know what you think down below about this build, what y'all hate about this build, what y'all like about this build. You know, I think it does represent Jamal Crawford a lot because Jamal Crawford is one of the best ball handlers of all time, one of the most crafty players we've seen play the game of basketball. You know, so I try to represent that as well as possible. Now, with the takeovers, you have access to slashing, shot creating, sharpshooting, and playmaking takeovers. I went with advanced gathers and ankle breaking shots, and that is what I would recommend for a Jamal Crawford build. And you see in the shades of, I get Smush Parker, you know what I'm saying? But I get Pistol Pete Maravich, so I think that's a really good comparison because as you know, if you really do know ball, you know Pistol Pete Maravich was on timing. Like Jit was on timing. If they had a three-point line, that man would be an unprecedented scorer. But this is about Jamal Crawford. You see it's a 3-level shot creator. That is the right name for this build as well. Also, the badge spread is very balanced, so you have tier 3 badges in finishing, shooting, and playmaking. As you know, you get +4 badges for next gen. I would put 1 toward finishing just to have access to gold slithery, and then put your other 3 toward playmaking because it is a Jamal Crawford build. You want to be able to dribble and have handles for days and all that good stuff. But at base, you know, you have a good amount of badges. You have good tiers. You have access to tier 3 badges in 3 different categories, so it's not much that you can't do on offense. Now with this build was very, very shifty. Like it felt really good just dribbling on the build, pulling up, you know, and then the lays, I wasn't finishing that lay. You know, I was trying so hard to get the behind the back animation, as we know, you know, the little hop step that, or euro. I don't even know if you call it a hop or a euro. I would call it a hop step that Jamal Crawford like to do, where he put that jaw, you know, behind his back, and then either put it above the defender's head or put it back behind his back. Man was just playing around with his food, and I was trying the hardest to get that animation, but as you see, I was still finishing that lay with spin moves. Look at the little hezzy into the spin lay, you know, and then on top of that, reverse layups, you know, euro step. Just in general, like, this build is definitely a fun build to play on, and it's definitely a challenging build to play on. But when you do get your layups and when you do get your plays, your ankle breakers, it looks really sexy. Now, I know you never thought you'd describe a 2K player as sexy, but hey, I'm the first one, I guess. But still, like, it was definitely fun to play on, and I can see this as a really heavy ISO build for Park. You know, in that 70 perimeter defense, it is rather low if you want really good defense. But as I say, always buy boosts if you really consider making a build like this. Now, let's talk about Jamal Crawford. So, I think that Manu Ginobili is the greatest 6-man of all time, right? And then next, you have Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford is one of the most 6-man of all time, I believe. You know, Mans was literally putting that Clippers second team on his back. You know, we've seen some unprecedented offense from him, where he's averaged 20 points a game in years. You know, definitely was an all-star caliber type of player. You know, and definitely revolutionized certain dribble packages, because as you see, like, Mans just did not care. Mans was out here making grown men look silly. Like I wish that I was in the NBA and somebody had the audacity to put it between my legs, or had the audacity to do a behind the back hop step on me. Like, I'm gonna let it happen, you know, but like, I wish, because in my head, you know, I'm not letting that happen. You feel me? You got it, gang. I'm not getting a flagrant 2, but like, in my head, you getting 1 piece, you getting 2 piece, you might be getting the whole Canes combo. But still, like, with Jamal Crawford, you know, it is cool that he was at least able to do that. You know, I feel bad for the defenders, making them look silly. I wish he would have won a ring. The Lob City Clippers had no excuse for not winning a ring, literally none. But it's just unfortunate. Another what if, you know, they should all have a ring, but it is what it is. He is definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and roll to 6K. I'm saying, comment down below what build that y'all want. I just messed up my outro, but until then, I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.